Welcome to Matlab Programming with 100 Codes for Budding Engineers. Myself, Kokila M, instructor for this course. So before getting into the details of this course, first I would like to walk you through few slides where I'll be introducing you about the Matlab, why the Matlab is more significant for the beginners and where and all Matlab can be used. Alright, so first, Matlab, which is a matrix laboratory, is a high-level programming language and interactive computing environment. Okay, so this is pretty much widely used in engineering, science, and mathematics. So this particular MATLAB is specifically designed for matrix-based computations, numerical analysis, data visualization, algorithm development, and simulation. All right. So for example, right now I'm speaking. So my speech, okay, my speech signal is recorded as a vector, which is a one dimension, right? Either it could be the row or it could be the column. Okay. So if I record it, I can record it live in the MATLAB. I can process my speech. Okay. So what in the one dimension, okay, in this one dimensional array, what it will be there? My intensity of the speech for the particular time. All right, I can remove the echoes behind my speech. I can amplify my voice. All these things can be done in the MATLAB. All right, so this is a very small example where the MATLAB can be used. All right, so now I will just tell you where are the other places where MATLAB is used. So apart from signal processing, it can be used in image processing, control systems, communication systems, power systems, machine learning, and data analytics. Apart from this, this can be also used in this orbital mechanics and aerospace, aeronautical. So whatever the domain you name, MATLAB can be used in those domains also. All right. So because of its simplicity and powerful features, MATLAB is widely adopted in academia and research and industry. All right, so this is how powerful the MATLAB is. All right, so now why the MATLAB is especially suitable for the beginners, so this is very simple to understand, and it has a readable syntax. Okay, in few more minutes I'll be walking you through the syntax of the MATLAB, like conditional statements and loops and all. So in at that particular time you'll get to know how the syntaxes how the syntaxes are so simple. All right, and then programs can be written with a fewer lines of codes. All right, and the result can be visualized instantly using the plots and graphs. You can visualize your data by using the 2D plots or 3D plots. So always if we visualize the data using the plots, we'll get to know, or we'll get some insights about the data what we use. So this is especially used in this data analytics, right? And then the mathematical concept, like mathematical equations, can be easily translated into the codes in the MATLAB. So these are the few points where I can tell you this MATLAB can be very much suitable for the beginners. All right, and now, so about this course. So I have told you what is MATLAB and where it is used and what is the significance of it for the beginners. Now, why this course? So MATLAB programming with 100 scope for budding engineers. So before curating this course, I have come across few other courses for MATLAB learning in some other platforms. All right. So in those platforms, what I found is like I have the theory and I have few codes. So after finishing my theory and few codes, still I had some nervousness in coding, and also have some fear and have some inhibition in coding. So I thought to remove all those inhibition for the future generation, this particular course will be helpful. All right, because we have given you nearly 100 codes throughout this course, where you practice each and every code along with me through this in this course. All right, so I'll just definitely promise you at the end of 30-40 codes, you will definitely get a confidence. Okay, and at the end of 50-60 codes, you'll be start thinking logically, and your cognitive ability definitely will get introduced. Okay, so I'll give you a real-time example. Okay, so when I went for an interview for a company, for a top company, that is a Fortune 500 company, I was a given task where they have given me the welded sheet. Okay, welded sheet, I want to take the outside, I mean outline of the welded sheet, like only the margins of it. That is what my task, what the task given to me. I want to use the MATLAB, and the thing they have given me is I should not use any inbuilt command in the MATLAB. So while working on that project only, I get to know how much it is, yeah, how much it is useful if you get down and work on the raw syntaxes and raw codes instead of using the built-in things. Okay, so that is where the spark got ignited for this course. So okay, so definitely you will be also getting some kind of sparks at the end of this course. All right, so as I said now, by solving these programs, definitely students will develop logical thinking, problem solving skills will definitely improve, and the confidence in using MATLAB for engineering application will also improve. Okay, also this course prepares students for advanced subjects like signal processing, control system, and data analysis. Yes, this is all about this course and MATLAB. Let me catch you in the further sessions. Thank you. Bye bye. Everyone, welcome back to the video. So in this particular video, I'll just walk you through a skeleton of this course. All right. So we have 4 weeks. In the 4 weeks, we'll be learning about this MATLAB coding by step-by-step procedure. Okay. So in the week 1, you'll be learning all about the numbers and how to access it and all. Okay. So first week, you have multiple videos. The first kind of video set has this loop fundamentals and number series, where you will be learning how to print a multiplication table using a for loop. Okay, so always it is pretty easy to think how to print and how to do a multiplication table. Okay, so if you want to just transfer the thinking process into the code, so we need to know the syntax, we need to know the logic. Okay, so that things will be explained detailedly in each and every code. All right, so in each and every video, you will have multiple codes, and while executing the codes, I'll be explaining you the procedure. I'll be telling you how the code is framed and what are all the loops used and how the outputs will be displayed. Okay. So what you want to do is just try to learn the code. First, you just observe what I'm telling, and then you tweak and turn here and there to get a different version of the code. Okay. So likewise, you'll practicing the code along with me. So in the first week, first set of videos as loop fundamentals and number series, where you'll be learning about this print multiplication table using for loop, and that is another version of it, and you'll be doing this power of a number, square root of a numbers and all. Okay, and then in the digit manipulation. Okay, so in the digit manipulation, you will be extracting the single digit from a number, and also you will find, if I give you like 5 digit 6 digit number, you will be telling through the program how many digits in the given number. All right, and then you'll be reversing the given number and then finding the sum of each digits. Okay, and then finding first and last digit of the number, swapping the first and last digit. Okay, so if you see digit manipulation technique, you'll understand how to access each and every digit in the given number. Okay, so maximum process I have covered in this. So if you want, you can go for some other things also. All right, and then conditional logic and number properties. So here the numbers, like if it is a prime number or not, or if I give some range, how to find the prime numbers in it, if it is a palindrome or not, Armstrong number or not. So these things will be worked out in this video. All right, and then mathematical algorithms like factorial, factors of a number, GCD of a two number, LCM of a two numbers are done in these particular section of videos. All right, and then swapping and logical pattern. All right, so here two numbers will be swapped, two different numbers will be stored in two different variables, and these will be swapped. And then that I have given you the two version in it, like using a temporary variable and without using it. Okay, and then how to swap it in the loop, and Pythagorean triple, collage sequence or generated in this section of videos. And then you have this binary to decimal conversion, vowel or constant, you have to check it, and then alphabet or not, and then frequency of a number in the given vector array. So this last section itself is like a bit larger one. Like I'm just jumping suddenly into the vector, but don't worry, it's be easy. I'll be explaining you step by step each of the things. Okay, so this is all about the week one. So after week one, you'll be a bit confident enough to execute few mathematical equations. Definitely you'll be doing that. So you'll be learning about the loops, conditional statements. You don't worry, each and everything will be explained in the videos clearly, right? And then we so now I would like to walk you through the MATLAB windows. Okay, so first you have this menu bar at the top. All right, so below the menu bar you have the toolbar. All right, so after the toolbar you have the current working directory, where whatever the script you save, it will just get into this particular directory. All right, and also at that particular directory, the files you store, you access, all the files are displayed in this section at the left top. All right, so below this you have the workspace. So what is workspace? Workspace has the variables which you use in the script or in the command window. All right, so now what is the script and what is the command window? Okay, so script is nothing but like it's a place editor where you write your code and you save it and you run it. Okay, so whatever happens while running, the whether it is success message or it is a failure message, all get displayed in the command window. All right, so that is what this center part of the MATLAB has. So you have the script. All right, so this script can be accessed from the new script. Okay, if you go click on it, you will have the script. Okay, so there you can type in your codes and you can save it and you can run it. All right, so as of now I'm just cutting it off, and now let me explain you a few things about this command window. Okay, so command window you can also have you can have it for trial run and all. Okay, for example, in my workspace I have A, which has the value 9, and B, which has the value 8, and then C, which has the value 17. All right, so these are the current variable in the variable. Okay, so if I want to do some process out of it, like let's say D is equal to A into B. Okay, so my 9 into 8, that is what my D. So this is 72. Now if you see the workspace, you have the additional variable which shows D and its value is 72. Correct. So as I said, whatever the variables which you are working currently is just displayed in this workspace. All right, and if you notice the size, always the workspace has the size in the format of matrix, like in the rows and columns. So we have this only one value, so it shows like 1 into 1. Okay, so this is how this command window is used. All right, and if you just press up arrow from your keyboard, you will just see all other commands which you have previously used in the command window. All right, but you can't save the activities in the command window. For that, pretty much it is script is useful. Okay, you can type in all the codes and you can save it and you can run it and you can access it at the further stages. All right, so now I have just given this free script live. So right now let me just open this MOOC 3, so which has a small code which is demonstrating this while loop. Okay, so now if I just run the script, okay, if I just run the script in the command window, you just see here my file name will display and the output is also displayed. Okay, so what will be the output? Just let's see, I is equal to 1 and my loop has to go inside if the value of I is less than or equal to 5. Okay, so if it comes into the loop, it just display the value of I using this command, this of I, and then after displaying it, it gets incremented by 1. Okay, and then it goes into this while condition, checks and come back until my value becomes 6. If my value is 6, it just exits the loop. All right, so see here. So once I run this code, I have this file name, that is script name mook3, and my output is displayed here. All right, so now let us see here. Let me do the CLC. So clear all. Okay, so this CLC and clear all, what does CLC will clear all my commands in the command window, and clear all will clear the workspace. All right, so because it will be messy, right, if you keep on typing, if the variables keep on accumulating in the workspace. So let me just clear it using these two commands. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll just go for the mook2. So in the mook2 script, I have the variable n and sum. All right. So if I run this, let us see what are all the variables we'll get it in the workspace. So if I run, see here, mook2 is the script name, and the output is display sum. So my sum is displayed, and see here my sum and n, and also the I, because I is also the variable we use in the program, right? So all these things, the variables used, are displayed in the workspace. So you remember, right, while start of the video or start of this course, I have told you this particular Matlab is pretty much easy and also highly interactive. So this is how. Okay, so you can just tweak and turn these variables according to your need. All right, so this is all about the Matlab windows. Okay, so after these things, we'll be getting into the modules, where week by week I'll be explaining you the concepts, and now all the codes will be explained you further. So that's all for this video. Bye bye, take care.
So in this particular series, we are going to see about 100-day challenge for Matlab loops. Okay, so throughout this series, I'll be posting of videos regarding this Matlab loops. Okay, I'll take a task and perform coding regarding to this task. For example, if I have a pattern, say like in a first line 1 star should be printed, in a second line 2 stars should be printed, and in the third line 3 stars should be printed. Okay, as the line increases, the number of stars should also increases. If I have a task like this, okay, without using any inbuilt command, I'll use only loops to perform this task. Okay, so this is how our series will go. Okay, so without any further delay, let us get into today's task. Okay, the task number 1 is printing multiplication table. Okay, so can you see the thing which is displayed on the screen? So for the multiplication table of 1 of 10, okay, sorry, for 10, so can you see the matrix printed here? So it has 10 columns and 10 rows. Okay, so if I give 10, it should give me 10 columns and 10 rows, so which is from 1 table to 10 table, and in the rows till 10. Okay, so once I decrease the number, okay, that is to 7, so it just prints from 1 table to 7 table. Okay, and also in the rows only till 7. Okay, so can you see the pattern what I'm trying to explain you? So if I give a number, it should the table should be within that rows and columns. Okay, so this is what the task which we are dealing today. Okay, so now I have written the code already. So this is a small code. Okay, so I have used a function. Okay, so this is my output variable, that is mul is my output variable, multiplication table is my function name, and n is the input variable which I am passing to this function. Okay, so I have used only 2 for loops. So one for loop will go from 1 to n, and another for loop will also go from 1 to n. Okay, and each number will get multiplied and stored in this output variable. Okay, so now I is equal to 1. For example, I is equal to 1, so it just come into the inner loop. Okay, so with I is equal to 1, j will proceed from 1 to n. Okay, so once it done with n, then it just exits the loop and it goes to the outer loop. Okay, now I just incremented to 2. Okay, now after incrementing, it just come into the inner loop, and again j will go from 1 to n. Okay, so each time it get multiplied and stored in the multiplication mul variable. Okay, so that's it. So this is the small code. So once if I run this code, you will get the output. So see here, the running is very simple. Okay, so I just take it off. Only function name. Okay, only function name. I'll give any random number like 9. Okay, so can you see here? So only 9 columns and 9 rows. Okay, so once I give 20, okay, 11, oh, 15 let me give. Okay, so just give me 15 columns and 15 rows. Okay, okay. So the task for today is very simple. We are just going to find a square root of a given series. Okay. So in to find a square root, you have the formula like you have a command like sqrt off. Okay. So you can just simply type sq. Okay. Let me just show you in the command window. Okay. So here sqrt of some 25. So 25 square root of 25 is 5, right? So this is the command, this is the function used in Matlab, okay, for finding a square root. Okay, so I'm not using this command to find square root, rather I'm using just this symbol, okay, this cap symbol and 0.5. Okay, so square root is nothing but a power of 1 by 2, right? So that is what I have written here. Okay, and it is a given series, like if like in the last video and before that video we have find sum of n numbers and multiple factors of n numbers, right? So in a similar way we are just going to take off that multiply symbol and we are just going to put up this cap and 0.5 symbol, that is exponent symbol and 0.5, that's it. Okay, and each time I'm going to store it in a vector. Okay, so vector name is square root underscore v, and my n value goes from maximum value to the minimum value. That is, if I give n to be 5, then it goes from 5 till 1. If I give n to 8, then it goes from 8 till 1. Okay, so this is how it works. You can also perform this function, this program using for loop also. Okay, for loop also, but I have just done it using while loop. Okay, okay, now let us go run and see how this program works. Okay, so now already I have given, this is the square root of given series, the function name, and I have given from 9. Okay, so square root of 9 is 3, square root of 8 is 2.8, square root of 7 6, okay, 5 4 3 2 and 1. Okay, so like we can give like 25. So 5, so the square root of 5 is 25, then 1 3, can you see here? So this is how you can find the square root of a given number without using square root command and also using a loop called while loop. You can just perform the same function using for loop. You can try it from your end, and also you can post the output and also code in the comment section below. Okay, I hope you're clear with this topic. We'll meet you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye bye.